Curtis Perry at the offensive end. Passing back because of the defense by Cowens. Adams. Suns lead. Tommy Heinsohn will take a timeout. Listen to the crowd. The Coliseum in Phoenix. They have been the sixth man down the stretch. This is an arena where the amazing Suns have won 19 of their last 20 games.
Pushing ahead, Monte. Back to BD.
Pass goes to Andre Miller, right baseline. In traffic, tries to score on a reverse. He does. Count the basket.
Basketball fans, what's your favorite game?
Oh, what a play!
Put a fan favorite on NBA.com Global and cast your vote for the game you want to see.
Oh, my!
You're a fan. What's your favorite?
Michael at the foul line. A shot on Elo. Good! The Bulls win!
Choose from one of 4 available games.
Log on and vote.
Control the action. Play fan favorite on NBA.com Global.
Oh, my God!
Phoenix, and they've got the banners on display here in the Coliseum. These fans alive just as they were in the Boston Garden Friday night in Game 5. And don't forget, if there's a 7th game, it'll be Wednesday night from the Boston Garden, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS, as you look at the first quarter shooting statistics. Tie man Ricky Sobers, 8 points. Silas and Cowens, 4 points apiece for the Celtics. Havlicek with control. Shot clock going down towards 5. Hook shot by Cowens from the baseline, and a pretty shot. Tied it at 14. 4:23 to go. First quarter, Phoenix Game 6 NBA Championship. Turn it over. Here come the Celtics with a chance to go ahead. Great inside move. Ball wouldn't stay down, neither with a tap by Silas. Westfall into the lane. Interesting that Charlie Scott did not draw the foul that time. Suns leading the Celtics 16-14. Bomber by Scott ties it.
That's the shot he has not been hitting in the last 3 ball games. And if he gets the range out there, it's going to cause a lot of problems for the Phoenix Suns.
This 6th game has been tied 6 times so far. Suns with a chance to go ahead as they save it at their offensive end, and Alvin Adams has just come up over the back of Paul Silas. That's the first foul against the Rookie of the Year from Oklahoma.
Watch the play right here. You see Alvin Adams start as Garfield Hurd takes the shot, tries to crash in on the boards, and momentum carries him into Paul Silas for the foul.
Cowens comes out high. And they use a double pick out high for White. Inside passes. Westfall made a pretty move to the basket. Could not convert. Scott at the other end, and Alvin Adams gets back. Hustling all the way, and JoJo White steals it. Crowd wants a foul. Silas outside. Adams skies. Silas was there. Sobers with control for the Suns. Here's Westfall across the line. Tied at 16. Dick Van Arsdale will check in a moment. Curtis Perry inside. Garfield Hurd was open. Pass hit the glass. Silas on the dribble, gives it up to White. There's Charlie Scott, knife to the basket. He would have had it, but it wouldn't go. He'll shoot a couple free throws. And the governor of Arizona, Raul Castro, in our sellout crowd. Dick Van Arsdale, still with his left wrist, heavily bandaged and taped. He broke it earlier in the season. And even though that was a painful injury to Dick Van Arsdale, in the final analysis, it may have helped the Suns because Ricky Sobers got valuable playing time, and he has matured down the stretch.
No question about it. And Charlie Scott, of all the Celtics, is the one man who is getting into that basket. He's getting great penetration.
So Mendy Rudolph might have been right on when he said that Charlie Scott is due for a big game, and he's well rested after fouling out early Friday night. Those free throws by Scott, there's a 2-point lead. And the foul is against Charlie Scott, his second. Charlie Scott just looked over at the table and said, I'm not going to argue. He just raised his hand and looked back down at the floor.
Well, what he did was when Ricky Sobers made his move to the basket, he stuck his arm out and tried to impede his progress. Let's take a look at the play. Now watch as Sobers goes. Well, you couldn't see it. Charlie had his hand on before, but we picked it up on replay.
Steve Kaversky replaces Scott. Havlicek goes to the backcourt. Garfield heard a little turnaround short. Take a close look at Dave Cowens' face when he yanks down a rebound. Curtis Perry, outlet to Sobers. Intercepted, was not a good pass by Hurd. David right up to Cowens. It's 18-16 Celtics with 1:34 to go in the first quarter. Havlicek weaves inside against three men. Garfield Hurd, outlet to Ricky Sobers. Three Celtics are back. Sobers against three. Pull-up jump shot. Ties it. And is he off to a start?
Yes, he is, and he should be shooting the basketball more frequently. He's got the hot hand, and they're not looking to get the ball to him for a shot. They should try to look for Ricky Sobers a lot more.
Keith Erickson will be checking in. Kaversky coming to the free throw line. 18. Curtis Perry with his second foul. And we have Erickson on the floor. He twisted an ankle in Game 5 Friday night and went to the locker room. And Keith, who is now off to my left at the other end of the basket, had a very interesting story to tell me. He got a hold of a headset in the locker room, a CBS headset, and he picked up conversation from our director, Sandy Grossman, to the cameraman during those 3 overtimes. He could hear the announcers in the background, and the truck would call off the shots. He didn't come back. He couldn't see the action. So he got it that way through our truck. Kaversky putting the Celtics ahead by 2. Inside of a minute to go in the first quarter. Havlicek, Van Arsdale matched up in the backcourt. Adams was fouled by Paul Silas. That's the second foul against Silas. 3, 5. Erickson, who has not shot well in this series, was left alone. The ankle is heavily wrapped, and the star of the third overtime, Glenn McDonald, will be checking in for Tommy Heinsohn. 30 seconds to go, first quarter. Intercepted, bad pass.
Passing has been very erratic here for both teams, and it especially will hurt the Phoenix Suns with their pattern offense if they don't move the ball to the open man. The Celtics, it will hurt them on the breaking situations.
Rick, it sure wouldn't surprise anybody if athletes on both these teams were a little tired. Working against the clock, Havlicek blocks Van Arsdale's shot. JoJo White comes down. They've just got a second to throw it up. Silas, no good. The referees had stopped it. So we've come to the end of the first quarter. The Boston Celtics, 3 quarters away from the championship. Phoenix Suns, 3 away from staying alive.
James into the rack. LeBron James.
Kobe, three-pointer for the tie. Good! He did it again!
Luiz is there.
Oh, monstro!
90
knock.
And if you don't like that, you don't like NBA basketball.
Underneath, Hunter. What a shot! Get out of town! Oh, Ginobili crossover move. Oh, Crawford, what moves he shows.
Now that is a highlight play there.
Kobe with a terrific finish at the rim. It's the Diesel. That's just flying through the air. Richardson puts it down. The steal by Iverson. He wins it. He won the game.
Don't be lazy on your squat. Squat underneath it. Up and down. That's it. Go ahead, turnovers. You owe me another one.
Take him to it, Al. Take him to it, Al.
It's loud, it's wild, it's raucous, and it will certainly be very emotional.
Pretty girls here in Phoenix, Brent, aren't they? We were speaking to Dave Cowens' father before the game, and I asked him if he had spoken to Dave yet. And he said no, because he didn't want to disturb Dave Cowens taking a snooze. I went in the Boston locker room and took a look, and there was Dave Cowens stretched out along with Don Nelson, along with Jimmy Ard, and they were just snoozing away, relaxing, and getting as much rest as they possibly can.
Players on both of these teams been resting ever since about 12:20 Eastern Time Friday night. Van Arsdale with an offensive charge. That's his first foul. We're tied at 20, just underway in the second quarter.
Charlie Scott made a good defensive play that time. Van Arsdale driving on Havlicek. Charlie stayed, did not clear out with his man, established this position, picked up the charge.
Interesting that Phoenix is out rebounding Boston. Kaversky and Dennis Autry was checked in as taking Cowens. Glenn McDonald with a miss, and Steve Kaversky controls the offensive board. Curtis Perry disgusted. Scott outside. Now this time Perry's there all alone. Here come the Suns. Ricky Sobers with 10 points in the first quarter. Keith Erickson batted away by Perry, but Hondo was right there. And down on the floor is Erickson. He is hurt. It's 5-on-4. Keith Erickson is hurt again.
And I believe that is the same ankle that Joe Prosky is holding on to, and you will probably have to bet that Keith Erickson will not be seen in this ball game or a seventh if indeed the Phoenix Suns are able to win. When you turn an ankle that has already been sprained once before, you are really going to have some problems. It could be ligament trouble now.
Rick, when we were in the locker room and Joe Prosky was taping up that ankle of Keith Erickson and he went to bandage it, you could see Keith Erickson grimace. That was a painful ankle even before the game started. He wanted so badly to play, and you could see him going down right there on the replay off the end of the court. Now, one of the pieces of action that we missed was the foul against Dave Cowens. I didn't call that up at the other end because I was looking at Erickson. That is the first foul. Trainer Joe Prosky there with Keith, along with teammate Pat Riley. Darryl Garrettson walking back toward the Celtic end of the floor. Keith walking around, starting back now toward the Suns locker room. Still tied at 20 with 11 minutes to go in the first half. Red Auerbach at halftime. Sonny Hill and Mindy Rudolph will have some highlights, a lot of action. And Sobers took an extra step. Let me tell you, all right. Okay. All right. Oh, my. A lot of sunshine in Phoenix, folks. Woo. All right, here's the Celtics now with the ball. Kaversky outside, off the iron, a little short. Nate Hawthorne played well in spots for John McLeod Friday night with control. Sobers. Dave Cowens. Celtics come back on the boards here in the second quarter. And we've got a foul against Glenn McDonald, who was trying to pick that time. Offense. Glenn McDonald scored 6 points in that third overtime Friday night. Paul Westphal will check in, and Ricky Sobers. Rookie with a hot hand. Goes out, and there's a lot of hot hands applauding him.